Hey guys, today we are on part 2 of the Jato build, and we are going to get this motor pulled out because we're getting a new motor tomorrow. But to do the trade-in, we have to have this motor out. If you guys didn't see the first video, go watch that. It's a neat video. We figured out that the motor does run, but it don't run well enough due to the engine heating up, and when it heats up it actually loses power and compression. So we got to pull this motor out, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to pull off this exhaust first, get it out of our way. This is actually a pretty easy process. It's not too bad at all. We will go through all of it here. And this should be 2mm. I actually really like these Arrma wrenches that Arrma sent with. I don't remember what car it was now. But it was one of the cars, and I really like it, so I've been using them a lot. We are going to probably take a lot of these parts upstairs and just wash them out. Get them nice and clean before reassembling all this. So I'm probably going to be pulling this receiver out too. But yeah, this thing is just, I mean, it's filthy. So let's grab out this engine. I'm trying to decide the best way to probably do that is. And it actually looks like the only linkage that's connected to this motor is the throttle, which should be pretty simple to pull off. It's just one little thing over here. I'll kind of try to show you this, what I'm talking about. And what I'm talking about is this little piece right here. Kind of wondering. Best move is here, like that. Simple enough. You're gonna have all your easy start stuff too, and your fuel line. So be careful when you see how stretchy that fuel line is. Christ. We'll clean this glow plug or filter. Pull this fuel line off. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fucking cut it because it's super long anyways. There we go. Let all that fuel go back down in there. Pull this off. I'm not sure. I don't think there's anything else we have to pull off. Then it should just be 4 bolts on the bottom. Fairly easy. Actually, it looks like it's just 2 bolts on the bottom. It looks like it's just these 2. Weird. Let me pull these 2. See if the motor falls. Looks like it is falling. That's all it is to take the motor out of this Jato. That's pretty easy. So, bolts I'm pulling, guys, are these. Give you a better look at it here. Looks like these 2 also. Oh my god, I think you have to maybe get the whole rear end off this truck to get the motor out. It's looking that way, guys. I think you do. I think you gotta pull the whole. It is looking that way. So I'm gonna do a quick research online just to see how I actually gotta get this off. I gotta pull this rear end off just so I'm not giving you guys the wrong information. We do the wrong steps. So let me look real quick and I'll be right back. So online it looks like we gotta remove this handle. We'll do that. It looks to me like the rear end's just in the way. I think the rear end's gotta come out, guys. Let me double check. So guys, I'm gonna be straight up and honest with you. I look up videos sometimes too when I need help with stuff. And this is one of those things I needed help with. And I just looked up a video and the video doesn't make no sense to me. It's a newer truck, so I don't know if they're different, but to me the only way I can feel to get this thing actually out of here is by disassembling this rear end and taking it off. So that's what I'm going to do. And it don't look too bad. It just looks like a bunch of 2mm screws. So if I can keep their length straight and together, it won't be that bad of a deal. But if I can't, it's going to kind of screw me. So I would think we should be able to. So I'm going to start pulling screws out of this rear end. Everything else is already off, so it should be fine. So these bottom screws I'm going to kind of put together just to make sure I don't lose them. I have to be careful too because I don't want to lose those screws like that either. So now if you look, the motor comes right out. So this linkage, kind of pop that off if we can. Maybe we'll just leave it on there. It's not going to be in the way or anything. But it looks like I've lost my spring. That must be on the other part. Okay, it is. So now, so last one here is that. And now here you have your 3.3 motor. So now we got this off. So move this to the side. So now we got to remove everything off this motor we're going to need for the new motor. So you're just going to go. This easy start worked fine, so we don't need to replace it. So I'll keep this in one piece like this, and then leave that screw in there. It's kind of stuck. Let's put it to the side for now. And the screws I'll put in my magnet tray. Keeping the bottom screws separate, just to make sure they don't get lost. I'm actually think I'm gonna replace this easy start thing too because it kind of looks like shit. So replace that. Sorry guys if you can't really see that. That's how you were. And then you're going to want to save this piece here too. So that piece. Then these should all be 2.5s. Relatively easy to pull out. These side screws. So you're going to need to save your mount. I'll pull these off and come back. So I just wanted to show you guys this quick. Usually they have this ground put where it makes sense, so it was right here. So what I'm going to do is I got a yellow marker here, I guess. I usually have a black one, but this yellow one should do fine. I'm just going to kind of draw a little yellow line there, if you can really see that. I don't know on camera if you can, but there'll be a yellow line there now when I go to put it together. And that way I know where it goes. So I gotta take this side screws out, so we'll be right back. Be careful now, because when you pull your motor off your mount on a Jato, there's these little risers. Other models may use these too, but I'm not too sure which ones do. So just make sure you don't lose those. And then here's your motor mount. And now we gotta pull this clutch off. And usually, if we got a little flat blade, damn it. Usually, oh, flat blade. If you're careful though, you don't want to lose that, so be careful when you fling that off. I'm going to put that in my parts. This will come off. This is your bearing. Oh, you guys see that? Look at that clutch. That is gone. I wonder if that could have been why. That shouldn't have been. That shouldn't have been. That shouldn't have created that. So I'll have to place that too. I'll have to remember to grab that when we're at the hobby shop. But then you just put your clutch to the side. Don't do that right now. So here is the motor. We gotta get this nut off. I think those are an 8 like that. I need something to hold this motor. That's just a good size pliers, but I think I should maybe hold it with this. had something to put on it for my hands, I might be able to just hold it with my hands. Try this. Alright, I'm going to have to go grab a pliers or I'll be right back. Alright guys, got it to bust free. Grab this nut off here. Be very careful. Try. I'm going to try to pull this off here. So we got that off. Yeah, and actually, I thought maybe those clutch pads could be the reason it wasn't running right, but they're not. Because it actually had no compression. If you actually look, it had some blow by in here. You're going to see that. So, that's why I take this, put it to the side. And then there is this piece, gotta take that off. Set that in there, got everything off. This motor is now ready to go. We could be nice and try getting this fuel line off, but it just feels old. There we go. It's got fucking nitro fuel all over everything in here. That's why you need to be careful and drain that stuff, but oh well. I think this carb might have moved a little bit. Oh well. So, this is out guys. This will be the end for tonight anyways. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll put the motor back in. And then this video will go up. But then after that we will probably break the motor in. I don't know if I'm going to break the motor in or not in this. Just let me know down below if you want me to or not. But yeah, so we'll go up. I'm not going to clean this off. I'll just leave this and I'll grab it in the morning when we leave. And then when I trade it in, we'll get the new motor. I am going to pull the spark plug out. They don't care. Our glow plug, they don't care if it has one. And this is a brand new glow plug, so I don't want to leave it in here. They are not cheap. So you guys are seeing my cheapness come out now. Alright, the motor's good to go. Put that out, brand new glow plug. Stick, put that in there to save it. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow when we reinstall and you'll see this thing all cleaned up. Alright guys, it's the next day. I'm just going to kind of show you some things I got for this, and then we're going to go over the car. I cleaned it up. It actually looks pretty nice cleaned up. So I got new clutch. I got a new blue wire. That's not for this though. That's for my T-Max. So, and then I got a new fuel line for it. And we got the engine. I was going to buy a new set of these wires, but actually after I got down here and looked at it, the only thing that really looks bad is this wire. So they didn't have one at the hobby shop. I can get it on eBay, but it's like an extra $8 over the hobby shop because of shipping. So I'll probably just order it and wait, or I'll probably get it at a hobby shop when I go there and they have one. I could also have them order it, but I didn't think of that while I was there today. We'll get this open. I'm going to take a look at what all comes in the box. You don't get very much, if I'm not mistaken. With these motors, I believe it's just basically a plain TRX 3.3 motor in the box, but we'll check it out. Plan Winner Pro Series, Roar 2006-2007. Here we go. Get some new decals, they're very nice. Instruction book. And yes, you have the motor. So very cool. It does come with an oil filter. What is this shit? Comes with some zip ties. I believe that is the air filter piece for the Jato, so that's kind of cool. It comes with all that. So we'll have an extra air filter. The air filter that was on this actually wasn't that bad. Is this after air filter oil? And then you get the brand new motor. Does it? Oh, it does have a glow plug in it too. Very cool. And you actually do. Cool. You get a new nut, so you get this new bottom nut. And it actually, oh my god, wow, 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 wow. So we'll start, and it actually does have a new exhaust gasket on it, so that's nice. That's nice, it comes with that. So I'll throw this all back in here for now. And then we're going to start reassembling, but first thing I'm going to have to do is I got to pull this off. We aren't going to use the recoil. We're going to put the easy start back on. You can leave the recoil or the pull start on it if you guys want. If you'd rather switch to the pull start, and that's fine. Some people prefer the pull starts over the easy start. Sometimes the pull start is better because sometimes these easy starts can go out. So I'll make sure I keep this pull start handy, just for if one of my easy starts do go out, then I'll have it when I need it, type of a deal. But there we go. And I'm going to clean up this easy start just with a wet wipe. Just get it cleaned up and then we'll throw it in. Alright, got it pretty good. Just like that. Reverse this. Don't tighten it down, guys, till you get all your screws in. Going into metal with this, so just be careful. You don't want to rip a screw head off or nothing. So you're using all of your tools. So we got that on. We're going to take this off just so it's out of the way. That new plastic feels nice though. Pull this off. We'll start reassembling the front half of this motor. So we're going to need a little shim. Where's the clutch piece? Probably. Be careful when you're doing this, you don't want to mess up the threads. this on and then I'll be back. I just used my glow plug igniter tool. And I just pushed it down as far as I could. So now we should be able to push this on. Get that all the way back. I'll go ahead, I'll throw that nut on here. I think I may have a couple tools I need to go grab. Grab the pliers at least to make sure that's tight on there. Actually, the same way I took it off. Just put that on. And tighten it pretty good. That should be good. Just to the side. Now we're going to install our new clutch. So I'm going to look up real quick, just make sure how this goes on, make sure I'm doing it right, and then I'll be back to show you guys. So just quickly for your eyes here, here is how the clutch should be on the pads. So then we gotta put this back on, and there's supposed to be I believe that looks like we can probably clean these bearings up a little bit. They don't look too bad. Yeah. So this goes on. Oh, that's not right. Must have threw it in there. I lost it. Double check all this. Click here. I don't think that had, I'm going to have to look back in the video and see if it had a washer on it. That's the only washer I see laying here. For right now anyways. I think it might not have had a washer on it, guys. Just fine. Grab this now. Maybe that washer was the washer that was on there. So I think what I'll do, throw the easy start on. Doesn't really tell you which is negative, which is positive. Oh shit, guys, you know what I forgot to do before I put this easy starter on? I think I gotta put on the motor mount, because I don't think I can do the easy starter like this, but we can try it. Just make sure the motor spins over good. Spin it backwards. So red's on top. And this easy start motor just go out. she's going backwards. Fine. Maybe we're gonna go with the recoil, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Why it's doing that. Is that one way dirty? There we go. So now we're working. Perfect. That was really weird. I'm gonna put this glow plug back in. I also don't suggest you guys try turning these motors over dry. That was kind of dumb. I don't know why I did that. You don't need to over tighten the glow plug, just tighten it. So now we know that's all working. I'm trying to think, is there anything else we need to hook up? I believe that was down like that, so that should be fine. We need to put, that's right, I need to take this back off because we got to put the freaking motor on, the motor plate. Just set that down with the screws in it. Shouldn't take too long. Grab our motor plate. I'm trying to remember which way. Oh, it should be that way. It would make sense that that would hang out like that. So you need your spacers. Spacers are important. They're going to raise the motor to where you need it. So make sure you have those. And you'll set the second motor on here. We can put in this side to start. Just tighten the motors down. You could put Loctite on these, but how hot this plate's probably going to get, it ain't going to matter. Because it'll just come loose anyways. So. Back on very quickly here. And then what I'll do, I'm just going to grab my 2mm. Make sure they're all good to go. Very easy. Take one off. I think we're ready to put it back in the truck, guys. Let's make sure the slide's nice and loose. Alright, so I think the easiest way to probably do this is just kind of set it on here. Just want to. It's going to be these two. Get it in like super tight, get them kind of just so the motor can't flail all around. See how it still moves pretty easy, we'll leave it like that. Then we'll come over here, this rear end, and we'll just kind of set it. And now, shit. So those back ones must be the long ones. And those longer to it a bit. There we go, guys. We're kind of figuring this out all together. And now these again. Go like that. And these four shorter ones must be before that all go. Boom. So this rear end, you don't really have to adjust after this. So I'll go ahead and stick all these screws in and then I'll show you how I'm going to do the motor. Guess what I forgot to do, guys? This motor's got to come out. Actually, it don't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that side off. So all I'm doing, guys, I'm just pulling the easy starter off. Guys, now I kind of screwed up because this one way fell off. So, I'm going to see which way the motor rotates. God dang it. So when this... So when this pulls, so it should catch that way. So this is on. Yes, okay, so we have it on there the right way. Let's see here. Put this back. This may be a pain to get back on there, I don't know. Oh, that's not. Sweet. I like things that are easy, guys. Makes life a lot easier. Screw back in. So see guys, everyone makes mistakes. If you make a mistake on something, don't feel bad. It's not the end of the world. It's life. It is life. Dropping shit all over the fucking place. So now, we're going to get all this linkage hooked back up. It should be a simple job. I'm trying to remember. I think this slide should be moved to the side. So I think, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. This should be a 1.5. Ah, fuck. You know what's going to happen though? Everything's going to be in the frickin' way to adjust it. I should have looked at that. That was my own stupid fault. So, guess what, guys? I think the easy starter is coming off again. We could try pulling the carb off, but that's going to be even harder. So we'll just pull the easy starter off again. So I'll be back in a few. I'll get this done and I'll be back. Okay, so I got to flip now. So now... like that. And I'm trying to remember where this went. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up and see where this went. Somewhere there. And then one of these goes. There. To grab my phone light to see what I'm doing on here. on that later. It looks like it's supposed to go up some, so I don't know whether this is set up weird or what's going on. We'll figure it out. So we got that hooked up. We've got to put this linkage back on. There should be another piece of linkage sitting here. And there it is right here. Fantastic. So this is going to go for the brakes. It's going to sit like that. That's right, that's a 2 file. This is going to come through there. It's going to go like that. Okay, that's right guys, this spring goes in here, and these can be sometimes a freaking pain. I wonder if that's aftermarket. Well, no, because there's a little hole there. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm going to take this fuel line off. So we got a new fuel. Grab that down here. All new fuel line that matches. So this will come here to the curb. I think the way I will do it is kind of like that. I think they would just put it should be fine next to the motor. I don't think it should be moved. So let's look here. Let's grab this. That might be kind of a shitty angle for it to take, but I think it'll be okay. So next thing's next. This will then back up into send that fuel in too. Done because I carried this upstairs, cleaned it all off, and I didn't think to take all the screws out, so I'm not sure where a lot of these go, but we'll figure it out. Go. And then this, as it comes back into here, it has its own little place. It's kind of cool. So now, looks like just about everything should be hooked up besides this. Now I need to get the side cover on, back on this side, that we had to take off 15 times to put frickin' screws here and screws there. Where it went? Where the hell did it go? How did I lose that? Still have all the screws sitting here. Oh, dead. It's right there on the frickin' table. So, I have misplaced my pipe, guys. I really need to clean up my shit in my area. Let me find the pipe, and then we'll come back and put it on. Alright, guys, we started putting the pipe on. This motor actually came with a new exhaust seal, so that's nice. Mine, don't tighten it all the way. Take your other screw in. I tighten one in at a time. Go. Good there. And So I think we'll just do that like that. I like that idea. No, I still have fuel tubing left. So I'm going to open this. Shouldn't play effect in affecting it. And we have extra fuel tubing. So sweet. These lines, when they come, they are really long on the Traxxas, and this is still pretty long. It should be fine. I gotta get a receiver box lid, and I think that's pretty much it. We're pretty much done, guys. This thing is ready to go. Besides putting the radio back in, I'm gonna do that off camera. You guys don't need to see that. That's boring. Just plugging in a couple wires. I do have a receiver battery that's gonna be going in here, but I don't know if it's gonna fit. I think it might not. If that is the case, I will have to order one. Probably want a Traxxas flat packs put in there. I gotta adjust the motor too. The motor's, it's pretty tight as of right now. I think I have it a little bit too tight, so we can actually do that real quick. Just gonna loosen up all these screws. That looks good. That should be good. There we go, guys. Jato is ready to go out. Next video, we'll be taking it out to do break-in. Thank you, guys.